and welcome back to the channel, Capri Social Network. Let me straighten out this here phone. In today's video, by the way, I'm your host, as always, Capri. And in today's video, I wanted to talk about some more things that most modern day men should be looking for to expect from most modern day women. Once again, modern day men between the ages of 18 to 40 years old specifically. Another was more things that is be expected for whenever you may meet a woman who you may eventually become so serious, went to the point where the two of you will begin to talk on a regular basis, as in an everyday or every other day basis, whether it may either be on the phone or through text messages, DM or whatnot, and the two of you were to continually talk so much to the point where you would eventually consider marrying one another, be expecting that woman to either have an alcohol addiction, a smoking addiction, or if not that, tattoos, and multiple tattoos. In some cases, multiple piercings. Like I said in the previous video, multiple kids. And not just by one man, but multiple men. And this is the sad reality that so many modern men have to face nowadays in today's dating market, due to how there aren't any women, modern day women, that is, who carry themselves in such a modest fashion, a modest and classy fashion, like the Bible indicates. You know how for some of you who may follow the Bible pretty closely and may have a spiritual side to you, a deep connection with the Lord, expect like the Bible stated how women should dress more modestly. The one thing you have to pay close attention to, men, modern men, especially with the more older you get in age, the more women will continue to dress more of the complete opposite, the more I guess you could say modest. More women are beginning to dress out in public. For some of you men, especially on behalf of some of you men who may want a woman who doesn't hardly show any flesh, who is the exact personification of how a wife should be, who is all the way feminine, all the way classy, carries herself in such an upstanding manner, and must I add, be expecting for also, if the woman you were to meet, for some of my guys who may wonder what it's like to be in a long-term relationship, for some of my guys specifically who may have a hard time with women, but may every now and then date different women, be expected, if not her, to have an alcohol addiction, a smoking addiction, where it may be either marijuana or cigarettes, in some instances both, if not a lot of tattoos on her body. Be expected for her to, or if not, like I stated also, if she may not have multiple kids, and in most cases by multiple men, expect for her to have also a cussing addiction, where she uses a lot of cuss words, whereas every sentence she says she can't do without having at least one cuss word in that sentence. Not only that, but expect for her to display some form of masculinity, some kind of traits of masculinity, if not multiple traits, at least one trait of masculinity, because there are hardly no more modern day women who are feminine. One reason why I mean that is because look at how many have so many excessive tattoos on their bodies, especially the ones with tattoos on their faces. I was at the hospital visiting a relative of mine a few days ago, and I happened to spot a woman who happened to be around maybe in her 30s, who happened to have a tattoo all on the top of her forehead. And this is why the dating pool, like Big Ward would say, has P in it, so to speak. Why the dating pool is becoming also, and I would say it this way, judging in this context, I would say why it's becoming more and more scarce for so many modern men due to how there are so many women who are not feminine, who take pride in being masculine, take pride in having multiple tattoos, take pride in having more than one kid by more than one man, take pride in using all kinds of profanities. Some, must I remind you, there are some who happen to have porn addictions as well. So be on the lookout for that for some of my guys. Once again, my modern guys who may not have that much success. Anytime you may approach women on social media or dating apps, which the majority of you usually like to do within that age bracket. Instead of you approaching women like back in my much younger days, whereas you would approach a female, what it may be, the girl or woman around your age bracket, and you would see one that you may be attracted to, all the way attracted to while being out and about. And this will be way before the cell phone craze, the cell phone and social media craze. If you go back as far as the 90s, the 2000 to 2010 decade, when more guys had to approach women physically, those times for the most part are gone. Because if you approach the average modern day woman nowadays, for all my modern day fellas, chances are she may either look at you funny, she may either try all she can to get rid of you by either cussing you out or calling the authorities on you, you know, the police, or laugh at you, especially if she's around her friends, her girlfriends. And don't let her be the type who likes to film a lot of content on social media, because there are reels, you could look them up right now, fellas, where there will be guys approaching women while out and about, and while doing so, the guy could be in the background trying to get the woman's attention. She will be recording him, trying to make him go viral and embarrassing him that much more. I also expect for all my modern fellas, anytime you may run into a modern woman within your age bracket, expect for her to, in most cases, not know how to cook. I'm not talking about no microwave dinners. I'm talking about a full course meal from scratch, like some of our mothers or grandmothers are savvy, more savvy in doing. The mothers, and I don't mean any kind of mothers. Let me be more specific. The mothers who took time in cooking meals for us when we were kids, us older men, us men over 40, the mothers who believe in doing all kinds of wifely duties and chores, if that is a such word as wifely, around the house. The ones who did all they could to prepare meals for us older men, those kind of mothers and grandmothers, the ones who took pride in spending time with their kids, even took time in teaching their kids things pertaining to whatever they may need to know about what they were struggling with in school, would take out time to teach their kids, help their kids with their homework, those kind of mothers. Because modern day women, I hate to say it, for my modern day brothers within the age bracket I mentioned earlier, the average modern day woman within the 18 to 40-year-old age bracket that's believing taking time to help their kids out with homework. Instead, they would rather let a tutor at the local school, whatever school their kids may go to, tutor them and teach them whatever they may be failing in. And due to how so many modern day women prioritize buying their kids things and material things, if not the newest Apple phone, then usually the most trendiest designer outfit, or the most trendiest Jordans, Air Jordan sneakers. I also expect for from all my modern day men, expect for if you approach a woman who you may prefer to be, or you may assume may be the same age as you, prefer for that woman to not be interested in you due to the simple fact of how some of them don't like guys the same as that age they are. Instead, and on average, the average modern day woman wants a guy between 5 to 10 years or single due to the simple fact that she looks at the much older guy as somebody who could be able to provide for her more, somebody who would be more financially secure. Also, expect from all my modern day brothers, expect for the woman, whichever woman that you were to meet, modern day woman, and become so attracted to the point where the two of you will become involved seriously on an intimate level, to the point where the two of you will eventually become intimate when each other, start dating each other, have a kid or two by each other. In some cases, more than 2 kids may end up married. Expect for her to have a sexual addiction too, a serious sexual addiction. Otherwise, why would there be so many modern day women nowadays walking around with so many kids by so many men? That explains itself. Expect for also, and I'm lacing y'all with all the free game that I could. And for some of you who may not have an older brother, never had an older brother to lace you with the type of game I'm lacing to, look at me as that older brother. Look at me also as that uncle or yours who you always wanted to talk to, wanted to give you relationship / dating advice, but you never had that close relationship with. Even a dad for some of you who may be in your late teens, early 20s, who may be young enough to be my son. Take it from that kind of angle. All the game I'm lacing you with, the relationship and dating game in today's very scarce dating market, due to, once again, like I said in previous videos, so many women have so many unlimited options, to the point where they don't prioritize being with one man anymore. They look at that as boring, it's lame. Being with one man for so many years, I would say 20 years or longer. Some don't even stay with a man for a year now. And I'm speaking in a marriage aspect. So that this is one reason why so many modern day women, fellas, to all my modern day brothers, don't prioritize marrying. Instead, they prioritize having kids outside of wedlock, having baby showers outside of wedlock. And also, last but not least, fellas, be expecting for that modern day, the woman, for most modern day women who may be within your age bracket or demographic, expect for her to most likely have an STD as well, due to how so many of them have high body counts and have been having high body counts ever since high school, in some instances ever since middle school. You have to also take that into consideration. Anyways, I am about to end this here video as a part 2 of my series of what modern men should be expecting from modern women. And make sure, once again, you also like the video. Like always, you share the video, you comment, last but not least, subscribe to the channel. And until next time, you guys have a good day, and I hope you enjoyed this here part 2 of what most modern men should be expecting to look for in modern day women, or expect it, to put it another way, what most modern men should be looking to expect from most modern women. Until next time, and once again, you guys have a good one.